in the air. They're definitely looking for somebody. There's some shady stuff going on.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to 56, episode 56 of this Uncensored podcast that we've creatively titled Kramer and Jess Uncensored. You wonder how we came up with that name? Well,
it's uncensored.
Remember when duh was like the worst thing you'd say to somebody? Like cut you to the core. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was so annoying.
You dudded me. If you're new, this is going to be a wild episode. I can feel it in my heart. Number one, because I've been like on maybe 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Max. We just got a lot of stuff to talk about today.
Yeah.
Starting, though, with our little disclaimer that we do here at the beginning. Just if they're brand new to the Uncensored podcast, what's the difference between this and the radio show?
Okay, so on Instagram, you know how there's a feature, the close friends feature, and if you've never seen it, that means you're not on anybody's close friends, and some people don't want you to see some shit.
Yeah.
No, nobody wants you to see their sketchy shit. So basically, on your close friends, you post the stuff that's a little crazy that you wouldn't post on Facebook where your grandma looks and stuff.
Do you have close friends?
Yes. You're not on my close friends. You're not on it.
And that doesn't seem a little fucked up to you?
No, you're not on it because I don't want you seeing all the dumb shit that I do.
That feels a little like if we were in a relationship, I would consider that cheating.
You're stupid.
You don't put me on your close friend. Because I was just thinking, I'm like, Jess doesn't have a close friends. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh my God.
Am I not on her close friends list?
No, dude, you're not on my close friends. First of all, like
what are you posting on there that I can't see?
Because sometimes I just don't need to hear what you want to fucking say about some shit that I'm doing on there. I am like...
That feels fucked up.
It's not fucked
that feels
up.
Fucked
because
up to me.
Maybe I don't... Okay, because there's a certain level of
I told you I'm going to cuss somebody out there. It might be you.
You and I have like a brother-sister relationship.
Yes.
And I don't always need to hear your mouth sometimes about some things that I'm doing. So if I am like being stupid, like smoking weed on my patio, I'm not gonna
You
like
post yourself smoking marijuana.
Well, you see this fucking tone of judgment. This is the kind of shit that I don't feel like hearing from you.
Does that feel fucked up to y'all that I'm not on Jess's close friends list?
No,
like,
because
I better be your closest fucking friend.
You're so ridiculous. There needs to be a level of separation, and there's also parts of me that like when I'm on like stony baloney, I don't really want to. I don't want you fucking seeing
Who's
that
on
shit.
there? Who's on there?
Jarrell.
Okay.
Mary.
Okay. Those are like the day ones. Okay, go ahead.
No, like my Stockton day ones, like high school, like literally are like my high school, like my high school besties, and then like my my besties from promo. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids.
They can be on there, but I can't be on there
because there's like low-key hood rat shit on there.
I'm so fucking mad
and
right now.
We never,
I just realized that
Kramer,
you have a close friends section. I'm not on. I don't
Kramer,
have one.
We don't do hood rat shit together.
I know we don't.
And that's fine. So I don't need you seeing the hood rat shit that I do because only a certain people do that.
Like, what do you do that is so concerning?
Do you get what I'm saying right now? This is a level of judgment that's unnecessary that I don't fucking need.
This is how we want to start today. Okay. Does that feel... By the way, welcome to YouTube, too.
Oh, my God.
We're on... we do the show on YouTube as well.
Can you all understand why he's not on my fucking close friends? Because I would post something, he'd be like, really, Jessica? What the fuck, Jessica? What are you doing, Jessica? And maybe I don't want to fucking hear that all the time.
If you want to check in live and watch the show as we do it, which, I mean, I don't get the cool thing to me with the YouTube show is that you can... interact in real time. It's the only way we have to like interact with you guys in real time as this happens, right?
Yeah.
So Adventure Jojo is on here. Queen Pam is here. Johnny E.
Hey.
Rosa and Lori and Leslie and Tiny T. Johnny E says,
uh-oh, why is my
what
phone
happened to your
going?
phone? Probably your fucking close friends bullshit. Is that your
Dude,
close friends calling you?
You're so annoying.
Johnny E says she don't need you playing Big Brother.
Thank you.
But I'm the fucking person.
I don't need you playing Big
like,
Brother.
After Garage Boy, like I'm the fucking person.
Dude.
And if I'm not, then we have big problems.
Dude, that's not okay.
It's like my immediate family, and then it's like you.
Okay.
Like you're in like that next tier. Like if I had a close friend section, you would 1,000% be in that category.
But Kramer, just because we're close doesn't mean you have to see all the shit that I'm doing. Like that doesn't mean that we're not close.
Do you not feel like it's a little inauthentic?
No, absolutely not. Because I'm allowed to have boundaries.
But we're like we're good. We're very good friends.
We
are close fucking friends.
Yeah, but there are things that I do with other people that I have done with that I do certain things with people in my life from a different part of my life that I feel more comfortable with them seeing certain things than I would with you because I don't want you to see me smoking weed. Like, do you understand that?
Is that what it is? So you go on your close friends section and you just post pictures of you smoking weed. Leslie's calling me Daddy K, by the way.
Thank you. Like,
yeah,
okay,
I would discipline you.
This
I would
is
discipline you.
This is literally the fucking reason why I need a fucking boundary because this is the kind of shit. This is the kind of shit I don't want to fucking hear from you all the time.
If we weren't using your phone to record, I would literally ask you to pull up every single. So your family, like your mom and your dad, are
wait. Am I on here? Because I'm good.
I see you. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm getting text messages.
Mom and dad are not on there.
No.
Okay, so this is like just people that you can be hood rat with.
Yeah, that I have a history of doing hood rat things because we do them together.
See?
And that's fine. You don't have to be a part of that. You're not meant to be a part of that.
That is it feels dirty to me.
Right now this is what I'm literally talking about.
Lori on YouTube is saying, "See, that right there is what she doesn't want to listen to."
I don't.
I would discipline you if there was pictures of you smoking marijuana.
Which is why you're not on my fucking close friends.
I'd call your mom.
Which is why we don't talk Saturday and Sunday because I don't want to talk to you when I'm drinking or when I'm smoking or if I'm on anything else.
What am I going to do?
Because some people fuck with the vibe and like I'm not trying to
I fuck with the vibe.
I don't want you giving me anxiety when I'm trying to relax.
What would I say or do?
Oh my God.
That would give you anxiety?
The entire podcast, the last 6 minutes and 48 seconds is literally what I'm trying to avoid when I'm trying to chill out. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know. Does that feel weird to y'all that I'm not on Jess's close friends? She's over here like, we're best friends. Like, bullshit, we are. They put me on the close friends list.
Can you guys please?
I'm about to start my own one.
Please.
I'm going to start my own. And
do it.
Everyone's going
to
be on it.
See it.
No, you're not going to see it.
No, I'm not going to see it, but I would love to see that for you. Like, go ahead. That doesn't fucking bother me.
I'm going to put so much hood rat shit over there.
Because I can respect people's boundaries. It does not bother me.
Does that feel wrong to y'all or no?
No, every single person says it doesn't feel wrong.
Gabriella says she's an adult. Why does it matter what she does? It doesn't matter what she does. The fact that she's hiding it from
I could take off my headphones right now. You're aggravating so much. Like, this is what I'm talking about.
I can't get behind it.
This is what I'm talking about.
I can't get behind it right now.
Oh my God.
I'll never understand that, but it's fine. But this will be remembered in future dates.
Please, I hope you do because now you know and you can stop bothering me about it.
Wow. That was a weird turn of events. Okay. Today, this weekend, actually, is a really important date that Jess and I stumbled upon. Talking of hood rat shit.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Is this why? Is this why I can't be on close friends?
No, because you just be doing, it's just too much.
So,
I don't need to hear the lip, is what I'm saying.
This weekend is Jess's Garage-iversary. Here we go! You! Wait, that's not what I was trying to play. Jess's Garage-iversary. Right here.
Oh.
It's your Garage-iversary.
In the garage. In the garage. In the garage.
In case you're not privy on this situation.
And you thought his nickname was because he works in a garage. You're heavily mistaken.
Jess's boyfriend's nickname is Garage Boy, and it's that because she gave him a blowjob in the garage.
Yeah.
So how can I be privy to that story, but not? It's fine.
We're not talking about close friends anymore.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about every podcast from here on out.
Dude.
I want to like earn a pass. Like one weekend, I get to see it.
You don't. This is why.
So it was 2 years ago, this Saturday, that you and Garage Boy had your little garage-iversary, little garage rendezvous.
Ew.
Do you want to just catch people up with the? I feel like we have to kind of look back on the.
Yeah, so
it's a big day in your life.
I met Garage on Black Friday of 2019. I laid eyes on him and I was like, I wonder what he would look like inside of a garage.
I wonder if I could blow this boy in a garage.
No, met him for the first time. Knew about him for a very long time. It was the first time we ever met in person, and I was like totally obsessed with him. And then I invited him to my mom's birthday party the next day, which is funny because we're having a birthday party for her this Saturday. So it was like literally the same thing.
Now, those parties are shit shows.
Yes.
Am I right by saying that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
we have a good time, and we like to have a good time together. And so he came over, and we had a very good time, and then we went to the garage, and things happened in the garage.
Tell me the progression of that again. Like, how did that go from
the
from entry
bar
into the garage? Now, we have I think podcast 3 or 4 is called like the Legend of a Garage Boy, but we're on 56, so it's been
a while.
Even I'm a little dusty on my garage history.
Yeah. So we were at a bar for my mom's birthday, and I actually later find out that we low-key kidnapped him because he thought when he got into the car with me, my friend Jarrell, and my sister, that Jarrell was going to take him to his car where he parked, but Jarrell actually drove to our house. So technically we kidnapped him.
Yes.
So he comes to my house.
Like a crime.
Meets my whole entire family, all of them, and he's the only person there that nobody knows. So obviously everyone's like, who the fuck is this guy?
Right.
You know? And then I like totally have a crush on him, and I'm like being super annoying, and my mom even pulls me aside and she's like, you need to chill because you're being really embarrassing, and it's like so obvious that you love him, and it's like, stop being weird. And I'm like, Mom, shut up.
Shut up, Mom.
Yeah. And then we split a bottle of champagne and split a bottle of Crown. And then we went to the garage.
But no, that's like saying Jesus was born and then he died on the cross.
So
you gotta take
the reason why we went to the garage was because my mom was like low-key about to get into an argument with one of her friends. And I was about to get involved into this argument.
Of course you were.
Because I was not happy with this girl and what she did to my mom. And so I was about to pop off.
Is it fair to say with a Jess story, it can always be like somebody was about to fight, so
I obviously was going to step in.
Right.
Because this is my mother and this is her birthday. And so if you're causing issues, then you should leave the premises.
Okay.
And so Garage, and like this is the second day we've met, recognizes that I was about to like cause a situation. And grabs me and is like, we should probably go somewhere else. Let's not sit here.
Do you think he was trying to hook up at that point in hindsight?
I don't, honestly.
Or is he just trying to get you away?
I think he was trying to get away because I feel like, because Garage is like the most like least confrontational person. So I don't think he wanted to experience that.
Right.
Like, because that would have been very uncomfortable. And then so I was like, okay. And I later find out he was like, I was just going to go sit on the couch with you. But I was like, we should go to the garage.
Now, at this point, were you thinking like we're gonna hook up, or
no? I just thought we were gonna make out.
Make out.
I didn't think anything else was gonna happen.
But that was the intention, was for you to make out.
Yeah, I just thought, I've never done this before. I don't like let people touch me like that.
Sure. So you go into the garage, and the rest is history.
Yeah, and then we get locked in there because we were in there for like 5 hours, and then the party's over, and I had to call my sister to let us back in the house.
Oh, that's right. We were there for 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You went down on him for 5 hours.
I didn't go down on him for 5 hours. Obviously, we were doing other things to
but
each
for
other.
5 hours, you did.
I guess enough for
you were drunk.
Exactly.
You were probably like 38 seconds.
No, I'm serious. Like from the time that we went in there to the time we got back, it was like 5 hours, and everyone was gone, and all the lights were off, which is why I had to call my sister.
5 hours.
I had to call my sister to let us back into the house.
What did you do for 5 hours?
What do you think?
Can we just go over the list of everything you did?
Okay.
Boob grab. We'll go in order. He grabbed a boob, and then you grabbed his dick, and then did you blow him after that, or he went down on you? Which one first?
Well, no.
Do we prep it? No. It's time.
I can't do this.
It's time.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. It's so gross.
Boob grab, penis grab.
And then it paused because someone almost opened the door.
Okay, and you guys are just like,
and we pause, and then we freeze, and then we go around the corner and continue behind a different car.
Where were the clothes at this point when you thought somebody was coming off? Like what state of undress were you?
My pants were down,
like around your ankles.
Literally, yeah. I can't do this. I can't do this.
Jess can look me in the face and tell me her pants are around her ankles, but I can't see her fucking close friend section.
Let it go.
5 hours? That's a long time.
We were pleasing each other.
Who pleased two more? Be honest. What was the pleasure ratio?
Honestly, it's 50-50 because he fucking knows what he's doing. It's 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Question on the YouTube show. Did you ever find out who locked you out of the house?
Honestly, it was definitely my mom or my dad because one of them always locks the door at the end of the night.
So you think they were just because I mean I'm just trying to picture this, and again I haven't drank in 3 years. I honestly haven't hooked up with anybody drunk in a long time. So
could you imagine though? Literally, one of my parents was on the other side of the door, and
terrible.
If they would have opened it, I would have died.
What was the most awkward position?
The fact Okay.
Wait.
Okay, hold on. Pause. If anyone in my family is listening to this
you
podcast,
have to turn this off.
You need to turn this off.
It's not fair. It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to us.
It's not fair. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to our audience. I need you to fucking turn it off.
I can't have Jess over here thinking her mom's listening, so I think that's only fair.
Everyone, yeah. This is the disclaimer.
Family.
I probably should have given that like 10 minutes ago.
If your last name is Dutra.
Or whoever else. And if you know my parents.
Yes.
All of Stockton needs to shut this shit off.
Okay. Yes.
The most awkward. And then get this, after we freeze, because we're thinking our life's gonna end, you hear them like walk the other way. So then we like scoot, we're like this, like both of our pants are like at our ankles, and we're like this, we're like around the corner.
Like what?
So if someone does open the door, then like no one can see.
Why? Why is that a thing?
I've never done that before in my life, by the way. I've like never ever done. I've never been like that. So that's why I was like very shocked with myself.
Did you ever think that you would? For YouTube, I don't know what happened. They say all they can hear is music when I'm playing it. I'm not sure why you can't hear like the.
Oh, can they not hear us?
Like the volume of it. Like you know how sometimes our system just plays it at full volume, no matter if it's up or down.
Oh yeah, but do they hear us though talking or no?
Yeah, they can hear us, right? I'm playing it out of a different system. That's probably why. So you have to go back and listen to. That's you know what they did in the freaking garage. You got it. Really quick, go back because so you're scooting across the floor and you got your pants around your ankles. In that moment, did you know that you were gonna be in Maryland with that boy one day? Like, did you like?
No.
That this is just like you think this is gonna be a one night hookup.
So like during the hookup, so I do remember this one. I do remember this moment though very vividly. Is the first time that he kissed me. I was like, this is the best kiss I've ever had in my life. Like that moment, like popped into my brain.
Which lips?
My lips, you asshole. I do remember it was so weird. Like I remember thinking that in the very moment, right?
Yeah.
And then we're hooking up. At that point, you're not even thinking about anything. It's just like whatever. And then we go back into the house, into my room, and the minute we sit down, I regret everything and I start freaking out.
After the garage.
After the garage,
why? Because you're sobering up.
Well, I'm sobering up, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just do?
Why did you didn't have sex?
No. Mm-mm. No, we didn't.
YouTube just, I mean, you saw her face, right?
No, we didn't have sex.
That looked a little, so you didn't. Why'd you pause? You're like, no.
No, we didn't have sex. But
anal.
I immediately freaked out because I was just like, why did I do that? Because I'm not like a one night stand kind of person. I did that before. I've been there, done that. But like this moment in my life, I'm not a one night stand kind of person. And so I felt like, what did I just do? Who is this person? He's going to fucking tell all of our friends. Everyone's going to know. And I'm never going to see him again. And I just fucking blew him. And like, for no fucking reason. And he just gets whatever he wants from me. And I don't even know him. And like, you know.
And then literally all freaked out calls me the next day. Like, oh my God, guess what? On the podcast.
And I tell him too, I was like, you have to go. I tell him you have to go. And then as he's like walking out the door, he's like, I'll see you soon. And I was like, see you never.
You said see you never.
Yeah. As he's walking, I was like, see you never.
Why would you say that?
Because I didn't think I was ever going to see him again.
Yeah.
And then he's like, see you soon. I was like, see you never. And I shut the door and cry.
Will you hook up in the garage again?
No, never.
Why?
We've had a discussion like after that happened that we can never, ever do anything sexual at all on the premises because my dad would literally die. Like my parents can't handle it.
But don't you think it's fair? And YouTube, hang on, just give me a second here.
Wait, is the video good? Because I can't see anything.
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
No, now you're bad. You just went away.
Should I exit out of it?
Yeah, come back in.
Sorry. I don't know
never
what's
see
happening.
she'll come back.
What's happening? happening.
Don't you think on your anniversaries you guys like hook up in the garage one more time?
No, we can't. I can never. Because if something were to happen to where one of my parents like walked in, or one of my parents found out, you know, or if we like
found out. What do you mean? They literally know this whole story.
No, you want to know why they'd find out that if we hooked up again? Because obviously we would talk about it.
That's true.
And they would find out. Okay, but like, let me back in.
Okay,
no,
but why?
And I can't
but like,
do that
it's not
to
that
them.
they'd be shocked. Like they obviously know that. Like
no, but at that point, because that was an accident, this time it would be on purpose.
Like it'd be like you know what you're doing.
And my dad would be like, I already can't take it to this day. Why would you do that to me even more?
Tell me. Let's talk about the aftermath of the garage situation.
Oh, and how it affected my entire family.
I feel like it's still like a big issue.
And they wanted me to like quit my job and not do this anymore.
Is that what happened?
I mean, low key.
So when did it? Is it when they heard the podcast, or did you tell them the story beforehand?
I think it was no. God.
So you didn't know.
So I don't know if they listened to the entire podcast, but it's like when the podcast dropped. And of all like the details.
Let me explain. So what happened was Jess was like still up in Stockton. We were recording a podcast, and did you call us? Did we call you? I don't remember.
You called me.
Why did we call you?
You called me because
you
thought
late,
I was being shady.
Yeah,
because I was supposed to be back by a certain day, and I had to push it back because like we had car troubles, which was true.
Yeah.
But you were like, "What's going on?" Like I feel like you're being shady.
But I remember that day we had like nothing to talk about, and I was like, "Fuck, let's just call Jess and like fuck with her," because like, what else we got to do today? So we called Jess, and we're like, literally, like this story just spewed out of her mouth.
Yeah.
She was like, "Guys, I literally blew a guy in my garage yesterday or something." We were like, "What?" Like,
and you know what I said?
And I'm in love with him or something. What did you say?
I said because the reason why we didn't have sex was because I was on my period.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, but he was still doing things to me on my period,
right.
So I know that I probably should marry him. That's what I said.
Is that why you're still with him today? Honestly?
Honestly, yes.
He deserves it.
But I remember saying that, and
why do I feel uncomfortable? I'm like the least uncomfortable person ever. I don't know why I'm feeling so uncomfortable.
This is why you're not on my close friends.
I prefer not to be now. Thank you. So the aftermath. So like, what did that? So they hear this podcast, and like, what is it? What does it do?
So they hear this podcast, and then it low key starts to become a thing, where Garage Boy, the name, starts to become like a part of the show, little by little by little. And then the first person that called me about it was my mom.
Okay.
And she was like, listen, I just, are you sure that you want to be this open, like your family's kind of what? And it was very like, it wasn't like the most serious conversation. So I didn't even like think about it.
Right.
And then
what'd you say back to her? You're like, shut up, Mom.
No, I was just like, Mom, it's not a big deal. It's just my job. Like, it's not like, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. It's totally not a thing.
Just little.
Nothing, right? And I was like, who knows? I'll probably never talk to him ever again in my life. Like, we don't know him, you know? And then my aunt talks to me, and she's just like, listen, like, are you concerned with how you're going to be portrayed and, what people are going to think of you and all this kind of stuff? And I was like, listen, first of all, the reason why I do what I do is to be relatable and be open about my life. And
who hasn't blown someone in a garage?
And I was like,
seriously.
and you know what, too? I'm like, why aren't girls and women not allowed to talk about being sexual beings? Me giving somebody a blowjob, who gives a fuck? And I was like, and if I want to talk about that and say that God forbid that I like doing that, like that doesn't mean I'm a bad person,
Really quick, anybody on YouTube, or you can call us 855 Kramer Jess? Yeah. 855 Kramer Jess. Where did you blowjob somebody? Because Jess makes it seem like this is like a normal thing to blowjob somebody in like an abnormal location. Like, you're like, what? Like, every woman's out here just pride, blowjob pride.
No, it's not even. But see, this is what I'm saying right here. It's not, and this is what I explained to her, because after I had this conversation with my aunt, when I think I was home again, and my parents sat me down and were like, listen, like, are you worried about what listeners are going to think about you when you talk about this stuff? And shouldn't you have some sort of like separation, all this kind of stuff, right? And I was just like, this is the reason why I talk about things that I want to talk about. Like, I don't think I should be made to feel weird or uncomfortable or bad for talking about this experience. Like, I'm like, people do this all the time, and it's fun and it's scary, and I'm freaking out, and like, I like this guy. I don't know if he likes me.
Bro,
and like,
I'm gonna
who
tell
cares?
You, honestly, Garage Boy is like the reason I wanted to work with you. Like, that was like the day I felt like you graduated in my mind from being like a phone screener to like a real ass person, like a real contender in the radio game.
Yeah.
Because it was so raw and uncomfortable, and like I was like, damn, this is a lot. Because most people we worked with before like wouldn't open up and share anything, and so like
it was very like particular.
It was
on
like
what we would talk
everything
about.
that you heard was like a very manufactured. manufactured kind of version of things. So like when Jess was just like, I blowjob somebody, I was like, I gotta work with this girl because this is a lot. Your dad still though to this day doesn't like Garage Boy.
My dad,
Won't call him that.
we can't say Garage Boy in front of my dad.
Like
no.
if we say it like on the radio because Jess's dad comes on.
Because that was the thing too when we talked about it. I'm explaining them who I wanted to be as a personality, the kind of person I wanted to be in my career, and the kind of person that I wanted to be for like women and being able to relate to them and make them feel like they can talk about whatever the fuck they want to talk about, right? But then my dad was like, okay, but I don't ever want to hear this because I cannot fucking stand it. And I was like, you know what?
It's true.
That's fair.
You got to give him some credit on that.
No, and I was like, I apologize for that, and I will separate business and family. So when we are all together, I will never say that to you in front of your face.
And so I forget because he won't when Jess's dad comes on the radio show, he won't say and
you
it
remember
takes me a
one
second.
time you said Garage Boy, he goes Gerald.
Gerald. And I was like, oh, forgot. I forgot. Gabriella on YouTube show says the reality is though that your parents probably have done secret sex things around their parents and their kids. You were just too public about it.
What I'm talking about isn't like
nobody.
People
here's the thing.
fucking do this shit all the time.
I don't know. I haven't really gotten I'm trying to think if I've gotten a blowjob anywhere crazy before. I don't think I have. I remember one time trying to get one on the beach, but it was like unfortunate because it was just like really
sandy.
It was sandy. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like it'd be hot, but like it's
it's
not good. I just don't know how common it is to blowjob somebody. Outside the normal sexual situations, like outside of your home, maybe would be like even that's just the garage. I'd still say it's out there. But thank you for being a pioneer in that, Jess. You're
Yes, you're welcome. Girls are allowed to say that they like sex and that they want sex. I feel like people are weird about that kind of shit.
Happy Garage-iversary.
Thanks.
It's our YouTube show.
I'm curious to see what it's going to be like the day of the party. They're going to be like, where the fuck are you guys going?
Yeah, you're not going anywhere. Like you're not walking out of the house.
I'm staying in the living room the entire time.
0% chance.
Yeah.
All right, take a quick break. Come back here in a sec. Let's make some Thanksgiving predictions because this will be the last episode before we
Garage Part 2. I'm kidding.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
No.
We both have 2 big trips planned coming up this upcoming week. Jess is leaving for Stockton on Friday. Going to spend 8 days over there with the family. And Jess's family is wild. So, and they drink a lot. They party hard and like.
Or do you just think we're wild and like we're totally normal? I feel like that's the.
You're abnormal to me.
Exactly. Say that to you.
Maybe.
To you, it's different.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a fair thing to say. To you, it's different because it's not what you are used to.
But I think. I'm wondering whose family is more normal. Is it me or you? I don't know. I honestly don't know. My family's
normal.
like very like plain Jane, like nothing really. I mean, like bullshit happens, but like it's like little bullshit.
Yeah, we're just different. We come from different backgrounds.
We do. So, but y'all party hard, and so like there's that. Now I'm going with my buddy Dan over to Tulum. Now Dan, of course, is the guy that
it's his bestie.
He's like. He's out there and I was out in the streets, and I'm like in the streets, but like barely. You know what I mean? Like I'm just out there, just trying to figure it out.
He's like on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I'm on the sidewalk. Like I could step into the street if I wanted to, but like I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling, watching them.
You're just waiting at the bus stop.
Yeah, just watching the show.
Okay.
So I want to make some predictions of what we think is going to happen over the next couple of weeks when it comes to we know the cast of characters that we're going to be dealing with, right? So, Jess, I want you to make 3 predictions of what you think are going to happen. I'm going to give you one that I think is going to happen while you're gone, and then we'll do my 3 predictions about while I'm in Mexico and what I think is going to happen, and you can give me some if you want to, okay?
Okay.
3 things you think will for sure will happen over the Thanksgiving break when it comes to you and your family.
I think that my aunt one of my aunts is going to start some sort of fight situation with my uncle.
Why?
Because we have to do Thanksgivings separately because my parents still aren't talking to my aunt, but the middle brother, my other uncle, talks to her. So I feel bad for him because he, tries to like be with both of his siblings.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
He has to go in between the two.
He has to go in between the two, and like there's a lot of family shit surrounded, like too much to get into, but I just know that there is going to be an aunt situation with that.
Aunt with
my uncle.
With your uncle.
Yeah, and who knows if that's going to like leak into us. I don't know.
Okay,
whatever.
so that's Jess's prediction number 1 for while she's at home in Stockton. All right, number 2.
Number 2, I feel like my family is going to try to instigate a situation from me with my sister's boyfriend, but I am going to stand my ground and not allow their bullshit to try to like instigate me to like have an issue with him.
What does that mean?
Because this is like the first time that I'm really gonna like meet him.
Okay.
And so like you know how I am with people that I don't really know, that I'm not really comfortable around.
Right.
And like I'm not, and I feel like how they are, just because they want, I almost feel like they're using me as an scapegoat, like for me to do something when they really want to like do something mean to him or whatever. Like they think I'm gonna like be rude to him or something, and I'm not.
So they're like, well, wait till Jess gets here. She'll set him straight.
Right. But I'm not gonna do that.
So you're going to kind of re-meet.
Yeah, because I met him once, but like so long ago for like 5 minutes, and they were in high school, and it was nothing. This is like the first real moment that I'm meeting them, and they're together.
He's going to be there for Thanksgiving dinner, or like the party, or all of it?
For the party.
Do you think you'll get in a fight with him, or no?
No.
Do you think anybody else will?
No.
Okay.
I think they're going to try to like get me to like do some shit.
To do some shit. They'll be like, Jess, go tell him that blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, and I'm
okay.
not.
That's prediction 2. Prediction number 3.
Prediction number 3. I think I'm going to get in some trouble in San Francisco.
You're going to San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about this.
To go see one of my friends.
Okay.
Me, Garage.
Close friend. He's on your close friends.
He's on my close friends. Okay. At the real Jordan Santos for y'all fans, because he has fans.
Oh, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So I feel like we're going to get into some trouble in San Francisco.
What does that mean? Like, define what you think exactly will happen when you're with Jordan. That's a guy that we used to work with, by the way. He's just a character,
he's
man.
One of my
he's
best
cool.
friends.
Yeah, he's super cool.
And I feel like, because there's few places, because just now, there's few places where I go and I completely let loose and I don't worry about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And how much I'm drinking or who might see me do whatever. And like San Francisco is a place where I'm going to feel like that. So hopefully like I don't get kicked out of anywhere, but I might get kicked out of somewhere.
You think you might? What do you think the chances are you might get kicked out of somewhere?
I'd say like 70% chance.
All right. 3 predictions. I think you're going to get engaged while you're home.
I'm not.
I really think you are. I know,
this.
but now I'm rethinking this whole thing. I think you're going to get engaged while
Based
you're
on
home.
the conversations that we fucking had, you still want to say this shit to me?
I still do, to be honest with you. I do. Because the one thing we were kind of waiting on was for you to meet his mom, right? And I can't think of another appropriate time for it to happen, even like in the near future. Like, when it would have to be another, like, I know it's gonna involve your family. He's not gonna do it here.
But like, just because you and I are ready doesn't mean that he's ready. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I know. Now Jess has told me that possibly it seems like he's not like in that mindset. Not even he's like just not even like in his peripherals right now.
Which is not, to me. I think that's happening in that's happening in like a year.
I don't think so. I think. You two, what do you think about that? Do you think Jess, because you guys have been together for a year and a half,
yeah,
the reason I keep saying this...
But just because we are ready, radio family, okay, just because we're ready for this, doesn't mean that that's what needs to happen for us right now.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying, though, but let me put some context clues together where my brain's going this way. Number one, I think it's going to have to involve your family. Like, there's no way you guys are going to do it over here and then, like, nothing happened. Like, he's going to want to do it with... both of your, and that's where the majority of your family is, and everyone's going to be together.
Yeah.
I can't think of another time until this time next year when that's going to happen again.
Which I feel like it would be, honestly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I know the one thing we're waiting on was for you to meet his mom, and that's now because at first we didn't think you were going to be able to meet her till you went to Alaska.
Yeah, that's next month. Oh my God. Weird.
And Leslie said, what about when they're in Alaska?
When we're in Alaska?
Yeah, like. I don't think he'll do it there.
I do agree with you in the sense where I don't think he's going to do it without my family there, just because he knows.
You got to think in the back of your mind.
I think it's next year around this time.
Not this year.
No.
YouTube, what do you think? Mike I on YouTube says Jess will come back married. I don't think she'll be married.
No.
But my prediction is that you guys will be, and I'm not trying to bullshit. I don't have to hear this in the radio. Like, I do think you'll be engaged by the time you get back. My prediction. I know nothing. He hasn't called me. He hasn't talked to me. I don't know. He texted me the day about his basketball team. That's all I've talked to Garage Boy in the last 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's all I know.
When I get engaged, I'm gonna tell Stephanie like the next day. Make her wait, because she made me wait when her and James got married.
Oh,
Remember
Stephanie,
that?
we used to work with this girl named Stephanie. Yeah, and then she's like, and that's what I told Jess. Like, please make this a drama production when you get it. Don't
JK,
you dare.
I'm not gonna do that to her. I'm just being petty.
But don't you dare tell me off the air like in passing. Like, you better make it a big fucking production when you get engaged. Don't you dare. You better milk that shit for ratings.
Whatever.
I also think that you and Garage Boy will hook up in your parents' house.
No.
Are you both? Did you figure out what you're doing with the sleeping situation?
Yeah. I will stay with him one night at his dad's house.
Okay. Just one.
And then he's staying the night with me at my parents' house, I think 1 night or 2 nights. Because it just makes sense logistically. Yeah. But then the rest, we're staying at our families.
I think in those 2 nights he'll try to hook up, and you guys probably will.
No.
Prediction.
We won't.
All right. I'm going to Tulum, Mexico. With Dan. Number 1, I think Dan will hook up with at least 2 girls.
100%.
You think how's that number feel? Do you feel like there'd be more?
I think, Dan, to be honest, I think it's 1. I think 2 is pushing it. I think he's gonna find one girl, fucking thinks he fell in love with her, and then have her be his bae. How many days are you guys going there?
6 days.
Then he's just gonna be going back to this one girl for 6 days. The one you guys are
like vacation bae.
You guys are gonna do your shit, and then every night he's gonna sleep in her bed, and they're gonna think they're like in love. And then when you guys leave, he'll be like, "Yeah, we're not talking anymore."
Like it's summer camp.
Yeah.
You think it'd be like a summer camp situation?
I think he's gonna think he found his person in Tulum.
I think it'll be 2, only because now Dan, in case you're new to our podcast, Dan's my best friend since 4th grade. And he got divorced, instantly kind of hopped into a relationship, and then just got out of that relationship like in July. And now it's just like he's got a taste of blood in his mouth. You know what I mean? Not like Garage Boy did, but
I mean,
that was even too far for me.
This is what I'm saying. Don't do shit that you can't handle.
But he, so I think he'll hook up at least 2 girls. Number 2, I think I will hook up at least somebody. I do. And I'll tell you why. Number 1, it's been a while. Number 2.
Okay, easy.
I mean.
Yeah, that's your answer right there.
It's been a while.
You're like, number 2, I just need to.
But like, yeah. I'm gonna explode, yo. Number 2, though, that's like my wheelhouse. Like, I love a Latin woman. Well, you know that.
Well, that too, and also like it's like your dream because there's no commitment there.
No commitment.
You're there and then you're out.
Obviously, like, okay, so that's my prediction. Prediction 2 and 3 go together. I do think I'll hook up with somebody. I'm not sure how, but I think I will.
Yeah.
Because Dan's gonna be probably in that mindset. You know, the group thing.
No, he's gonna be gone, and you're gonna be at the house by yourself when he like goes to what's her name's house at the end of the night, and then you'll be like, I don't know, and then you're gonna be like swiping.
Let me go on some dating apps and see.
Let me see who's in the area.
I do think so. The part 3 goes to part 2. My third prediction is I will hook up, but then I also think I'll have an STD, and I will go get an STD test afterwards because I'll be so paranoid about it.
You took my prediction.
Is that what it's going to be?
My prediction was going to be like, you're going to hook up with someone, you're going to think you had an STD, you're going to try to get a test there, you can't get a test there, you're freaking the fuck out. So then you get back here, and you like do everything you can to get tested, and then for some reason they're booked, and then you're freaking the fuck out, and then we're back here in studio on Monday, and you're like, I think I have an STD, and I'm freaking the fuck out. Tell me I'm wrong.
Then the mic's turned. I'm like, hey, everybody, hope your kids are great today.
Yeah, no. Kramer's like, hey, everyone, I'm doing not so well, but what are you going to do? That's you.
I'm like, I can't talk about it, but...
You know, everyone knows when you're going through some shit because you're literally like, I mean, I don't know, it could be my last day on this earth, but I guess, but kid jokes, am I right? That's you. And I'm all like,
Next 1065, it's Kramer and Jess. Yeah, I might have AIDS, but anyway.
But Jess, the top 3. Like, fucking dude. All right, so Britney Spears. That's what you do.
The game ain't changed. You act like you ain't working for 7 years now. Like,
no,
what?
I already fucking know. I'm mentally prepared for you to think you have an STD on Monday, November 29th.
Y'all say goodbye to Jess. Last time you'll know her is pre-engaged.
Yeah, right, guys. We got next year around this time, I think. That's what I think.
That's so long from now.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Gotta call him.
No, don't call him. He doesn't need any more. That poor man. We put him through enough.
That's true.
You know?
All right. Happy Thanksgiving. We're off next week.
Yeah.
Be back the following Wednesday, and we'll check our scorecards.
We're so thankful for you.
We really are. Honest to God.
We love you so much.
You guys are the realest of anybody. Like this, if you're like listening to this is like deep dive stuff. It's not like you just listen to the radio show or you follow us on social media, but you've given us almost 40 minutes of your time today.
And a space space to be ourselves. Like, this is my favorite part because both of us just get to be. We're not worried about
be stupid.
The rules we have to follow or things we're not allowed to say. And we really appreciate you being that audience and allowing us to have that space. Because not everybody does.
They don't. Trust me, we get in a lot of trouble, but it's fine. All right, Jess, where do we find you? And follow along on your crazy vacation.
At Just Do It, JESSDUITT, and my podcast, Lowkey.
I'm that guy Kramer. You can check out the Certified Mama's Boy podcast, and we will see you guys. Oh, wait, really quick.
What? You got comments on YouTube you didn't hit?
No, well, everybody's saying Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. We love you guys. Love you. It's so fun. So Kramer's going to be a fuckboy over Thanksgiving. Yup.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I get awkward. I say I'm going to. I talk such a big game and I get all awkward.
But you know what I will add into my prediction? You're not going to do anything till like the second to last day or last day.
Like the absolute last day. Last minute, like on the way to the airport, stop by somewhere.
You'll be like,
yeah, really quick. Queen Pam said there's no doubt they're going to get engaged. But yet.
I think she's, but not yet.
Oh, but not yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, vote for us, would you? We fell on the charts this last month, Jess. You see that?
No,
you don't care. I care.
No, I didn't see it. No.
Podcast Magazine. Go in the show notes and vote for Kramer and Jess Uncensored. If you would, please. Please. All right. Love you guys. See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye-bye.